from the border, we placing your order. Taking them delivery.
Like, subscribe, and something about a bell. Hit that damn bell.
I be at, cause my city hold me down, young dude, nigga, and you can't stop me.
Welcome to another episode of MPV. You know, it's your boy Young Dude, and we got my co-host Real Talk. Too easy. Man, we got some motherfucking great guests in the building, dog. We got the legend up in here, man. We got the legend. Hey,
Who that, KP?
you know what it is. Hey, you know what it is.
You know how it is, bro.
Yeah,
Man, forever.
And for sure, we got a street legend and a music legend, man. We got my boy Tori and my man's right here, KP, man.
That's right. What's happening, y'all? Appreciate all y'all brothers. Much love. Much love.
Hey,
Much love, bro.
Yes, sir. We got a few good topics that we gonna speak on today, man.
Okay.
First off, I know we got what you had read you were talking about?
Offset reunited with his old dude after 23 years, man. That's a long time to not see your father, and I think too that they got a lot to do with a lot of the decisions that that you make when you're growing up. You know what I'm saying? That you ain't got no father present. You know what I'm saying? But, everybody feel different about it.
I thought it was huge, though. You know what I'm saying? Just to see a young man that's black be able to get in contact
with his father, because there's so many that don't.
And he's still in the right mind where he can appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because I relate to it, because I've been through it myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen my father in almost 30-something years. When I seen him, it was just like the video. I seen my pop, man. I'm crying like a baby, man. I feel like I was 2 years old or some shit.
I remember when I seen him on Breakfast Club, he was talking about telling us, he's like, man, I ain't got no animosity, man. Pull up. I got something for you, so I got something for your project.
That was before he actually
before he actually said it. And man, it make you appreciate really black men being able to fully be black men in public, dog. Because I don't really think that you get to see a black man that's a father. Still hurting for his own father.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying? So this man had to become a father without having an example for a father. And a lot of us grow up where you playing the man in your head, man. The only man you see is walking around, coming in and out, man. So
if you got that, nigga be on the corner.
What you see is not really a father, it's a father figure, but you making it to one. Because you don't know what a real one is.
Right. So we playing it by ear, man. You know what I'm saying? People out here winging. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no manhood playbook out here.
No,
so
it's not.
You find a lot of brothers that's like Offset in that same situation. You know, and that's why I be doing what I do, man. I got kids myself. I got 4 boys. So anytime I see something that's like make a father seem like he can be viewed in a good light, you gonna see me with it.
Yeah.
All day. I ain't never the one trying to break another black man down. That's the last thing we need to do. You know, especially in public. Especially in public, because when you do it on a public forum, that's what get the enemy all the ammunition. That's how the Crystal Bloods got divided. That's how the Black Panthers got divided. That's how any group, even the NOI, must respect. But that's how they got divided too.
And that's what I'm saying. The system used that same mental perception on people now to isolate us. You know what I'm saying? When they pick on our people that's actually in famous positions, you know what I'm saying? They use that same method. And we go for it, you know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be that easy for us to turn our back on people.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But it is easy. Because you know Carol's gonna make that song, Love's Gonna Get You, right? And if you look deeper into it, it's talking about life. It's talking about that whatever you love, that's eventually what will consume you. You know what I'm saying? So if it ain't your family, if it ain't the righteous thing that you need to be loving, that materialism that you loving, the wealth that you loving will consume you. So you get rich and you die trying. That's the whole mentality they selling out here, man. That's why Nipsey Hussle died. You know, that's why a number of others have been caught up in trigger play and shit, trying to prove something to
somebody else.
Ain't even got nothing out of your loss for real. They just seeing you as another video on World Store.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. No fathers though.
No father.
Keep going back to that. No fathers.
See, that's why
they independent.
Having a father figure makes a difference in your life because of decisions and the choices you make. Like having the difference, knowing the difference between saying that, you know, I can give up, or, you know, this is it's okay to give up, because when you're having a real father figure, a real man, when you notice and you see that consistency, you say, damn, they showing up regardless.
Man.
It's so real because of the same respect, man. When you see a person that's tempered by a father, they know how to kind of express their emotions better.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Most brothers that come on a single mother situation, they wear their feelings on their sleeves. They got the attitudes. They got to put this hardcore stereo on all the time because they don't understand that's really not true man. You know what I'm saying? Being a tough guy all the time. We feel like that because we oppressed. Yeah. So by nature, you're going to already feel like you got to be combative just to survive. Because it is a jungle life.
It's a jungle.
But logic must prevail. As a man, if you're going to engage in warfare, logic must prevail. Because if you're just going off on your gut and fist of fury, blaze of glory, you know what the end is. You know what it is. And everybody got their place to play in that war. Yeah. But you got to enter with logic, not your emotions. Yes, and that's what having a father really does, I think, to a male being. It makes you whole in that perspective, to where you don't go off the deep end doing some more crazy shit because your woman and walk out. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go kill yourself.
Don't let this man overreact when I want to leave, man.
Come on.
You preach it to the choir, man.
We go to alcohol and drugs.
I don't know that struggle.
Yeah. I do. I
can't. I don't know, man. It's a different guy. I don't know, man. You might be traveling through time a little bit, dog. I ain't never gonna be pressed like that, man.
No,
look,
I ain't gonna just let it bother me.
It ain't gonna bother me, baby. The ocean ain't stopped making no fish, baby. You know, and I ain't stopped being no fish.
It sound like laughter.
I ain't said no. Hold on, no. Black man.
See what you see.
Blackmandon'tcheat.com.
Hey.
None of that, baby. I'm
salute to that.
What's the fear?
It's not a skeleton when you sing.
Who's that?
That's what I'm saying. It's not a skeleton when you sing.
Yes, skeleton. You just don't gotta put them on.
they sit right when you walk in.
They just right there.
I clean my room up.
You just put the keys on it.
She throw it in the closet and shit. Yeah. All that bullshit when you live in that single life.
Yeah, man.
And I know how it is.
Yeah, man.
And that's another perspective going back to the dads.
You know what?
You need a dad to know how to play that game.
Man.
We in a fucked up era, man. We got cats. They got cats trying to be something that they ain't never seen.
Right.
Grandfathers had 2-3 families.
Yes.
They
was holding it down though.
Fully functioning. They was like, "Babe, what you need?" They was doing this. Come for fire time, huh? They say, "Babe, what you need?
What you need?"
I got it. And then say, "You know what? I gotta go back out of town to work."
There you go. No, this real shit.
Now you know I drive
now
on the road.
Come on.
I'm on the road.
With my other family.
Yeah.
But you know how they go. But you know how they go.
They had to do that what they had to do.
And he went 17 streets
Took her home.
He done went to the south side to the north side.
Man,
They said they ain't coming down.
They ain't coming down here.
Huh?
They ain't coming
on this side.
They ain't coming out clean time.
Oh, no. Sit back.
Crazy.
Man,
Stupid,
now, do you think that with the presence of having a strong woman, regardless, you know, you saying that having that man, being a man, do you think that a woman that's strong or that's knowing how to be able to not necessarily be leading, but able to follow as well plays a part in that?
Yeah, the queen is just like the chess piece. You know what I'm saying? They're the most important piece on the board. They are the first teacher. So therefore, if you got a real father, then you gotta trust that he's leading that woman to where she wants to become a better mother. And your season number reflections of you. So a good woman is gonna balance you out.
Yeah,
because
gotta be
that guy shit.
Sometimes as a black man, you need that black woman to come to really make you be who you supposed to be, man.
Right. You're right.
A lot of times you be pump faking. That's why a lot of guys, they see it, they be looking at me like, "What's you mean?" Huh? You see it, you be like, you know what, baby?
I ain't even trying about shit.
Yeah, man, you be calm because you be like, God damn, I'm gonna have to fix all my shit to fuck with you.
Right.
Then you have to put it together. It's too much. So some people, even though some dudes, even though they grown, they ain't men yet.
They ain't ready. Yeah, they ain't ready. That's true.
They just teenagers. They just so happen to be 33.
Yeah. They in their second child.
They in their second.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it is, dog.
It's like niggas don't want to grow up.
They don't want to grow up, man, because you done been up on your mama.
And the mama been putting that titty in their mouth. So they similar.
When you younger, see, and I look at it like this: when you younger, you know what I'm saying? To grow up sometimes is scary.
Man,
because you gotta get on your shit when you grow up.
Come on, man.
You gotta be fair with yourself. You're like, damn, am I ready for this shit?
Hey,
look,
I was talking that shit, but
here we go.
I used to have this job, man. I used to mentor these young dudes, man. And I used to love it because nobody cared when we would have conversation, man. We would sit 20, 30 deep in the room. I said, man, you're not no man until you do a couple things, man. Your life changed when you bust your first nut, man.
Right. That's real.
Because
that's the best one.
Yeah. That's a feeling.
Hey, that's the one you. Hey,
that you cracked out.
Hey, you like, I'm coming back.
You like smoking crack. You ain't never
That's
get
why I
the
say
message.
my philosophy on that, I agree. Because my philosophy on that, once you bust your first nut with a woman, a lot of niggas probably don't get it twisted. I ain't talking about busting up with your hand. Talking about with a woman.
Oh, with a woman.
But listen, that's what I'm saying. Now, when you busting up for a woman, you realize everything that you do is for women. Trip off for everything that you do.
I agree.
Everything that you do.
Then I was
trying to grow you big.
What do you get fly?
all of this.
Anything.
I'm going to tell you what dudes, I said, that's the first step.
Like shit.
Once you figure out, that grass is actually green.
Right.
You like, hold on. You start seeing colors you ain't never seen. You like, is that lavender? Well, you start, but then the next step, the evolution is that, right?
Yeah.
Can you control yourself in pursuit
This-
of it?
Hey, because a lot of people can't.
No, they can't, man.
You know,
Reckless. They get reckless, man.
and see, but I think if you're able to control yourself in that aspect, you are able to control yourself in other parts of your life. You know,
man.
Yeah, man.
because being for real as a man, you're able to say, okay, I know what I need and what I want, and I know I can say, hey, I get it if I need it, and I don't, because shit, it ain't worth it.
Right.
That's the conquering part of it.
Yeah.
It ain't sometimes it ain't that easy for everybody to conquer it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come with this state of mind instantly now. You gonna bump your head a couple times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely
Everybody that played that fool before.
You definitely gonna go long when you come up show.
Hey, you gotta play that fool. You gotta play
You
the
definitely
fool
gonna do that, man.
to become that man like that. I can't do that right off
See,
the
try
bat.
not to do
Because
it.
if I do that right off the bat, she gonna feel like she ain't got to do. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to learn that from experience. You know what I'm
But
saying?
you know what? A lot of times, man, a lot of dudes don't want to admit, but we really, and I tell my little sister this all the time, how a man approaches you really in the first 10 seconds dictates what he believes that we gonna have.
Yeah.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times we have, when I walk up on you, I'm thinking in my head, am I gonna
What is going on already?
lie, tell the truth,
Yeah.
lie, tell the truth, lie, tell the truth,
Hey,
lie,
you
tell
like,
the truth,
hold on,
lie, tell the
which one
truth.
you
I think you know something. I ain't gonna lie. I definitely feel it
You
because
can't-
my thing is because I'm like when I say something to you, the way you respond is gonna determine where this conversation
Yeah,
is going.
right.
I'm finna lie
You
to
just
you.
said some dumb shit. Okay, I'm finna play this.
Yeah.
But you
You know
know
what I'm saying?
the flip side to that shit is like today's generation though, they don't believe
They don't
They ain't got no
They
game.
don't
Conversation.
conversation to women.
No.
So a woman takes
Hell
it as
no.
harassment.
Women
You know what
have
I'm saying?
become
Coming
aggressive
back
because
strong.
men are like these
They don't know
men
how
these
to,
days. They don't even conversate no more.
Everything
Everything is
got put
social
on the
media,
blinders, dog.
text,
Everything, bro.
Facebook, Instagram.
Everything,
So don't nobody
Like
walk
a
up
bitch
like back in our
bitch,
days.
fuck around.
We used to have fun.
You just double tapping your life away, man. You ain't
Exactly.
got no game.
You
You ain't got no game. You
love it. I love it.
Hey.
Hope
Hey,
she
get
get
up
back
in
to
the
me.
DM.
Hope she get back to me.
Hey, beautiful.
You be looking up, you 29 weeks down. You be like,
She still ain't caught on. I triple tapped on everything.
You take your inbox.
should have been to the Bahamas. You would have topped all like that, man. It's
Sharing a video.
Man.
Destroying your reputation.
Don't
Yes,
add
I
me.
am.
You done ruined your reputation.
Yeah. You heard those tracks.
Man. It's a shame, man. It's good.
Now,
I want to know one thing though, with the women that you come across. Does it matter like white or black? Can they have a say so on how you and your children or how your views of being a strong black man are?
I'm black, man, so I don't know nothing but black. I can't.
I was gonna even ask Brother Russell to speak on that, but
I mean,
from my perspective, I don't got that experience either though, because my wife is black, my kids are black.
Yeah,
But my perspective is, you know what I'm saying, if the white woman's being conditioned by a black person, if she's understanding black culture, then she can be a teacher of it. Because you gotta think about it. Most Europeans are like, they study shit.
Yeah.
There's a science to it. You know what I'm saying? That's why they study hip hop and they become the best at it. They study sports.
That's because they try to steal our culture too.
It's always hijacking, but if you got it working for yourself, then you got to use the power in your favor. That's for a brother that's in a situation.
Check this out. I was trying to say this.
Because we still need them brothers.
Now, what if you got a white woman, she adopted a black child. She adopted a black kid when he was young.
Yeah.
Raised him.
Yeah.
Do you feel like do she have that right to adopt? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I seen one today. Whole family. I was like,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? When she raised this
everybody
black
want to be
child.
around black kids except for black fathers. That's what they mean.
That's what they say.
What you say?
Everybody want to be around black kids except for black fathers. That's what the media.
That's what they put out.
That's what the media put out.
But I acknowledge right here.
Yeah,
Every single one of these men got kids, and hey,
we
all let our parents kids lives.
They're raised kids. So
I mean,
we see
that's what they say.
You already know.
Not looking for kids to raise, not in that sense,
Right?
But looking for somebody to mentor, somebody to be a disciple, somebody to teach the new. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Pass this shit on.
Who gonna get, and that's the
game.
a lot of these kids, man, through, programs like Books and Breakfast and stuff that we do in the hood, it's like,
Great
man, I try my best. I don't care who it is. A lot of times, a lot of them single mothers come to Books and Breakfast. Man, I leave with like 10 kids.
Exactly.
So I don't really, and I don't make no difference. Biological, now I just, come on, we're going to the park.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
We finna get some hot dogs, throw the hot dogs up.
Now what if in that pack, you got white kids, you got
I ain't cool by
kids,
y'all. I can't
you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, now what if in that pack you had that mixture? Would you?
I ain't gonna tell them. I ain't
gonna turn kids down.
I ain't gonna do nothing bad.
But
that ain't my fault. I can't teach.
What's your objective?
I don't know how to teach the Bosnian about Bosnian.
To teach somebody anything that you can teach, then why not play along with capitalism? You gotta just make it work in your favor. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is in this society to play the role. So if somebody's already in that lane, use it to your advantage. That's why I tell anybody.
They must be in that area or
trying to navigate this society.
And they doing the same thing as kids.
We talk about finesse, but we don't want to utilize finesse. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, I kind of see it. I think a lot of times it's really about. I feel like there's so many black kids with no father, no father figure. I really can't divest my time away from my black baby.
Because there's too many of them.
Now you have, and as a coach, right? And I coach, so I would coach any kid to get the championship and all that. But hey, we gonna get. But at the same time, I'm gonna tell the white kid go to HBCU at the end of high school. I'm a little different, bro. I don't care how it work out. I'm just saying everybody needs to be black. Everybody. So you send your kid to me.
Hey, they gonna believe
they gonna black. You might put up black power when I get done with it.
And then we all just do that.
Anything that's good for my brother, I feel it's good for me. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Because I'm not gonna give or spread the message or word to somebody else that I wouldn't want to have.
I'm based in reality. You know what I mean?
I'm based in reality.
Have to deal with diverse.
Because in some shape or form, whoever this kid or people that we talking to, they're gonna be the same ones that's gonna have to deal with my son. They're gonna have to deal with my daughters. They're gonna have to deal with, you know what I'm saying?
Be bilingual everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said that.
Man,
this is the reason I said
You better start learning some of the culture, and it's to your advantage. It's not to de-blacking you, but it's to enlighten.
But you know what though?
For real, I'm just saying.
From traveling, because a lot of people ain't privy to traveling. Once you travel
Yeah.
the world,
That's real.
I went to Brazil, man. Man, there's more black people in Brazil than it is in America. There's more black people in one country than it is all in the United States and Canada and Mexico. There's so many black people. Man, I'm in the middle of the favelas, which is the ghetto in Portuguese, man. We in the hood.
That's real.
I'm like, man, let's go out, man. I'm in the hood, man. People, you know, little kids run up on me just like kids outside.
You know
we black, man.
To East Africa, man. It was the same experience.
Same thing.
You know what I'm saying? But I've learned as a person that it's just like, dude, you got to help your own. If you're not gonna love yourself first, you're not fit to love nobody else. So I never.
I like that, man.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
what do you say? You KP nigga had.
You try to jump down on me.
That was the Jew.
If you don't love yourself,
You didn't drop the
No.
So that's what I'm dealing in. I'm dealing in a mindset that's like, it's full love for me. I know who I am. The God body is going to attract all.
Hey.
So if you are the God body, then you know that you got to use whatever tools the Lord has given you to use it to your advantage. Because if you're not, you're going to let your earthly sin.
That's why I said, hey, you thought I was lying when I said
you
the
gotta navigate through shit. I'm telling you.
Touch your name.
Hey, it's gonna get big.
I'm telling you something, boy.
It's gonna get big from this point on. It's gonna get really huge because what we're doing right now is gonna bring a lot of attention to black men doing the right shit. Therefore, we gotta be ready. If you're ready for opportunity, then you can be successful. The problem is integration without preparation. You can't throw somebody into a culture that's already functioning right and into some
not functioning for you.
We broken. You know what I'm saying? We've been challenged. We've been trying and on drugs and everything they didn't imagine that they've done to us, and then they just pushed us into that like Brown versus Board education. You see what I'm saying? If black people don't learn black excellence first, then they cannot engage with other people. Because all it's going to be is if you cannot help the situation, then we cannot have no contact with you.
I think a lot of the history though, right? Because I'm gonna get a little nerdy, right? Is that really the Board of Education, right? Brown versus Board of Education with Thurgood Marshall. They weren't really trying to integrate it.
Now there was a struggle.
They wanted the resources to go back to their own communities. So because I mean, I was already making doctors and lawyers and physicists and astronomers and agricultural specialists already, right?
In the field.
And so I don't need the resource, but I just need a new book. I just need a roof that don't rain on my head when I'm in here. And then they figured out that the white folk wasn't gonna give them the resources. So they said, well, let me compete with you. But I think from 54 to 2014 is that black people have to stop competing with white people. Because white people are not the metric. They're not the bar for excellence.
No, that's all I've been trying to say forever. Forever. That is not just because that's the picture that they paint of an excellence, a successful life. That does not mean that's what it is or that's what you have to try to pursue, man. I'm telling you.
Absolutely.
People always got this mindset that the perfect life is what they show you. You know what I'm saying? The house with the white picket fence, all that goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man.
So if you don't know what you're doing, a rich man does his hobby for a living. So if you're not doing what is fun to you and that's you still slave. You still a slave.
I'm telling you.
Punching the clock, you slave. Getting extra hours, you slave. You see what I'm saying? We all a slave to whatever the purpose is that we trying to get done. You know what I mean? But you got to understand, it's indentured servitude and then that's slave.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to pay your dues
to get there.
To be able to have the energy the way you even deserve a chance, my brother. Because you got to feel personally persecuted. It's a big struggle. Get in the fucking line. Because there's millions of souls that are being tried and betrayed before you, brother.
Yeah.
So you got to always pay your personal dues in life, man. That's what I feel. Your seeds that you sow, that's what's going to be your future.
Motherfuckers think it's easy.
You put out real shit, you putting out bad energies, bad energy will begot you.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
Like attract like.
Real talk, man.
And
if you with unity, then you just want to unify with anybody that's trying to support your cause. If we talk about black kids, if you love black kids, I don't got no beef with you. I would never discriminate against you. I never hate on you. Because I know that you one of my allies. Yeah. Whether we like each other or not, you my ally. Because I know it's a common goal. And we're not going to live to see it, my friends. But we got to be a part of the revolution that's going to start out people and wake up. Somebody got to do it. So why die in a blaze of glory? Let's do some damage. Let's put a hole in it. Let's teach these kids, because that's the most important thing. We old heads, we gonna bicker, we gonna debate. We got our philosophy. These kids ain't got nothing. They like an open board.
They ain't got nothing.
Yeah, man. Let's work about them.
Arguing with a kid in Southern, man, about the Gucci boycott. He was like, we should put on the Gucci stuff and show them it don't hurt our feelings.
What? Oh, you buying Gucci?
And I was like, well, we gonna buy it? You know,
we stealing this shit. But we doing some more. Right. You know, we stealing that shit. We stealing. Workers in a store, Bloomingdale.
It's gonna be another person in my
If we buy that shit still, we still support it.
But you know what? He really felt like putting it on and showing people. Was like, oh, it don't hurt my feelings. But I was like, yo, it's like, yeah,
they don't care.
The white supremacists ain't got no feelings.
First off, they don't give a fuck about how you feel.
You just did what we wanted you to do. You went to the store and bought the military police. You did exactly what we wanted you to do. You went and bought the shit.
Even if you don't buy it,
you can shit on it.
Right, absolutely.
It's not a problem.
We was we was having that conversation because T.I. was like, oh, we need to have a Gucci boycott. And I was like, yo,
good idea.
I was like, yeah.
If you can get niggas to ride with it.
I'm poor. All my life,
I ain't bought it.
All my life is Gucci boycott. Boycott Ferguson. I'm like, I ain't never spent no money in Ferguson. So a lot of shit is like, a lot of it's like, well, I'm
it's not how it works.
If that's the point, well, I'm already part of the revolution.
We already know. We a part of it. You've been living.
But like I said, look, man. So I get you. I understand you, T.I. But look. Is you gonna use that $100,000 that you spend on Gucci a year and use that towards black
or you just
fashion designers?
Or you just gonna keep it in your pocket?
It's a brother. I think his name's Twine and Taylor. Twine and Taylor. He make watches. Black dude. I'm like, yo, T.I., you can buy them watches.
Yeah. Make the rappers.
You can buy it or invest in it. Like you said,
make all your rapper buddies warm.
Yeah, just
that's gonna sell.
And tell them rap about that. That's gonna sell him.
Yeah.
But I rap about AP.
And it ain't gotta be but a couple times. Yeah. After you do that once.
Say it one time. This is one time.
Bro, it's 2019, bro. It should really be a struggle to give white people your money. For real. There's so many black people doing so much stuff.
In so many different areas.
Black people making shirts, pants, you can get some hats, glass,
legal services, life insurance,
home health care.
Healthcare.
Hey man, I was in Miami, a brother was making cognac, dog. I was like, you know what?
I won't say like cognac.
Hey, come on with it.
I was like, man, we here, man.
Come on with it.
And that's the thing. It's like, man, we at a point where in which we really have to go back into ourselves and say, look, hey, we don't really have to live like this. Like we having a meeting this morning about like black community violence, and I said, man, why do we think? I said, black people, the only people we think jobs is economic development. Fuck.
No. You gotta have plans. You gotta have plans.
No,
and you get a job, you gotta be taught how to financially live. Because if you don't got no financial stability, which
you still paying people all your life. Fuck that. You gonna be paying bills till you dead.
Back.
You know what I mean?
And until somebody get it, and all these like-minded brothers that say that's not true, then I suggest that they pool their resources and put some money in the pot to make this a reality. Because until then, we theorize. So you know what I'm saying? You must have a plan. When you get the job, it's just over broke. But at least you got seed money to start putting towards your cause. You got 100 brothers working at a job. Look at the Mexicans. They go get lowly jobs. And they do all that they have to do just to buy a house. Next thing you know, they pool their resources and 10 of them move out to California and they got an estate. Yeah. Then they get health insurance on the oldest person in their family. Then they create wealth. Black people always caught up in the theories. We caught up in not doing. We got to mobilize now. Like you said, Russell, it's time to mobilize. It's time to stop talking. It's time to start
like, oh, I ain't got no bank. I was like, hey, look. John was like, hey, look, we got a building right now. We can credit our own.
Into us.
Exactly.
It's time to
support the brother when you get out here. Don't just block his ass
into us.
You know, that's a people support good shit to us. You do good shit. Motherfuckers don't care about it.
Don't care about none of that, man.
They're like, oh, I ain't helping that. I ain't giving $1 to that. But
Man,
then
I
you do
mean-
some bullshit.
Man, I break my
put an ass twerking out there, and a million of us niggas is on there liking, like you said, clicking that double clicking double tap their lives away.
And sharing.
Liking and sharing.
Even if you making a negative comment when you're sharing, you're sharing.
When somebody gonna see and be like, oh damn, I gotta see this video. Why they said that? Boop, another
You must
video.
do better, man.
I mean, yeah, it happens.
It's frustrating, yo.
Oh, hey, yeah, I got you.
But he don't need water to clear his throat.
Hey.
Look, I'm gonna put it up. Until they start sponsoring the show, I ain't
I
gonna
know
show you
that's
what
right.
we're doing.
That's right.
I'm
That's
just
it.
Brian. That's it.
Hey, no endorsements.
No endorsement.
Hey, to the pole get mode, we gotta say no.
We got here.
Hey,
Dude,
to the pole, we
To the pole get low.
real talk.
Hey, I'm with that, man.
No show.
Utilize me, why, man. I got some resources, you know what I'm saying, through what I do.
Yeah.
That's usually to our advantage.
That's the same, man. We was having a conversation. You know, me and
That's what I
John,
said.
when we first got into office, John comes behind.
Yeah.
For people that don't know, Ferguson protester became the youngest ornament in the history of St. Louis.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
So right up on the middle.
we start figuring out. So we created a dollar program, dollar housing program. Set a house in the hood for $1.
Yeah.
Period. Right?
Yeah.
Just like I don't care. So we went banged on city, got $6 million. And the second we start doing that, people was like, man, what you gonna do? And I'm like, man, look, we need to put our own credit union.
Right.
We need to take one of these vacant churches,
Exactly.
turn it into a credit union.
Yeah.
So we can put our own money into it.
Yeah.
So we can give our own home improvement loan.
That's real.
So we can give our own small
Hey,
business
talking about
loan.
stability.
We talking about,
mobility.
and then, we start doing the research, man. They say 98% of all black businesses only have 2 or less employees.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They can't pay no rent.
You can't pay nobody.
Oh shit! That's what you got. Remember you said y'all compete with white people?
You can't compete, baby. You already
Still,
know.
they got global support.
And then people like, no, we don't need to do that. This and that. And I said, look, you can not like that. You can think it's radical, whatever. But as long as I see my kids on Natural Bridge and Kings Highway begging for some money, and then you turn around, you see White Castles, McDonald's,
all these
million
Walgreens. You see $1 billion corporations.
Walgreens.
Now baby's looking for $500,
Damn.
$1,000 for some jerseys.
Damn, T.
The city of St. Louis got $1.1 billion as their budget. $500 million go to the police. For police.
Us.
I said, man,
All these guns.
That don't even make
these
sense.
elected officials just gave $100 million in tax abatements to somebody to build lofts on the riverfront. $40 million for developers to build up them same development, them vacant houses for $1. They want to get them $40 million to fix them up.
Hold on, and then not to mention that none of them buildings that's
They
being
stopping
built
at AGA,
are being built by black construction companies.
But the thing about it is, if you own the house, you can get whoever you want to build. And that's my point. Is like I'm black person behind houses. It's like in our bill ain't no developers. I don't need I need a family up in this house. I need a family on Accolone. I don't need no. I don't need no developer selling $100,000. Who buying $100,000 house?
In this one.
You know, there's people talking about, we gonna put $100,000 houses, $250,000 houses.
And they ain't trying to fix the hood.
By Fairground. I said, who the hell gonna buy that?
As soon as you say Fairground,
It ain't
AKs,
Huh?
gunshots,
Huh? You gonna put, huh?
Yeah.
You gonna put $100,000 houses right across the street from one family.
That's how they do it.
What?
That's how they do it.
Nick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sell this vehicle for $1. I'm gonna put $25,000-$30,000 in it and have a whole house.
and have a family living in there
And have a
trying to
family
grow.
in there.
And be for years,
Affordable living.
for decades, they would
That's
do that.
what I like.
Do you hear me?
And I said, look, for $30,000 for each house,
Mm-hmm.
you 100 houses, man, that's $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
200 houses, that's $6 million. You want to do 1,000? That's $30
And
million.
that's all vacant houses.
$30 million for 1,000 homes to be fixed up for somebody to live in at $500, $1,000 for property tax. And we looked at the numbers. $7 million of the city's funds are lost because there's nobody living in those homes.
See?
Yeah,
$5 million of the $7 million come from North St. Louis alone.
it's strategic, bro. You know,
So when you start looking at it, right? You start saying, look,
in 2019,
still redlining. Because if you go over there and you go to one of these fancy banks, they ain't gonna give you no house loan
at all. They give you shit.
So I said, man, we gotta create our own crib.
They give you a business loan for the year.
Definitely.
See,
put your ass in debt and take your shit.
You know, and a lot of black businesses, all we need is $500 to $1,500 for a business loan. I bought my own t-shirt machine. I started making t-shirts. Sure enough, second I started, man, people's like, hey man, let me do this. You know, do a contract stuff like. But then, you know, I started looking at contracts, man. Public schools.
that's how you move.
You start making shirts for the public schools.
Man, then you get that plug.
You're like, damn. Then you know the nonprofits, they need shirts, uniforms, embroidery.
Yeah.
Then you looking at you start looking at
that's about somebody utilize your
resources.
Then you start thinking about these black businesses. They need a uniform. Just make them a little shirt.
Yeah.
I said, man, there's so much money. Then I looked on the city and the state and the federal website for bids, man. You know, it's 10,000 bids in the United States of America that's unfilled every year. 10,000 things that the United States of America cannot. They willing to pay you. Ain't nobody bidding for. And I'm talking about they looking for black businesses to do. But nobody is really thinking about, like, if I gave this brother $1,000 or $2,000 to go bid on a job that make $10,000, I get my money back in 30 days.
But see, that's part of investing.
How do we get to that answer? You are the answer. You know what I'm saying?
I think
you got to get on some kind of platform to where this knowledge.
That's why we're here on MPV right now. Do you hear me?
There you go. And this
is what
I think a lot of this. I think a lot of this comes from the fact that a lot of us have preconceived notions about people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, people. And then, you know, we was rapping online. I was like, man, you know, I was like, man, my cousin. I remember we riding the 5'9", 5'8" boys and stuff. When I was a kid, man. I'm like, that's KP. Then I was like, man, I remember listening to his song on the radio when I was a little dude.
St. Louis love.
That's what I mean, right? So we was like really having. So I remember, man. And a lot of times you forget. A lot of times the world or people make you think about.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I remember we went to was it Hopkinsville or Paducah?
This nigga was there, man.
I was a little kid, bro. I remember, man. I remember
strippers in there,
bro.
The shit that niggas go on YouTube and do.
Right there.
If YouTube and
this was way before
shit was alive and that was around, dog, we would have been out.
I know.
I remember I was a kid. They would pack up me like, man, we going to Atlanta, freak me out. I was like, what y'all doing? I'm like, what y'all doing? Then I get grown, it's gone.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
We took a look down here. Yeah, he ended up going.
Yeah, and that's the point. I was like, man, but then do you get all them? Like, man, these people still on it. So my thing is, you know, it's like, man, look, we're in a position to make black men.
Yeah.
We really in a position to really change our community. We really don't have to. As black men, we really don't have to go outside of the circle.
You really don't.
I disagree with a lot of black people. I ain't even trying to tear you down. What I'm saying is, if you're going to get millions of dollars for my community, it can't just be for one thing.
Man, spread it around.
You got to spread it. Because it's got to be $1 million to everything.
But see, that's how you make people grow.
That's how
you can't just help one thing and then the other thing.
Because everybody
go different. You know, it's going to go to up. So you got to spread the wealth. And I see what my brother's saying.
That's it, bro.
That's why
I ain't even got to agree with you all the time. Exactly. I just feel like, look, if we both millionaires,
that's real.
Right now, we both got $1,000. We can disagree at 1,000, but let's agree at $1 million.
And that's why when dude was trying to give me that school and that window closed up because they played that invisible ceiling shit. You know, I never came to be talking about, hey, let's do this unless I knew it was going to happen.
And the thing about it is,
damn, I'm going to bullshit us.
Because they don't, because a lot of times, bro. So a lot of times, like through the movement, I just figured out, man, look, I'll get my own little piece.
Right.
Early on in the movement,
you had to after
you know, I remember how we all would be out there and they'd be like, dang, Tori, how you doing this? And I'm like, man, I'm just trying to do something different. Yeah. Because for me, I knew that a lot of these older cats, they didn't care about no Howard. So I know the civil rights movement, it was black men. And we black men, but I ain't no religious black man in no suit, so I know that wasn't me.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the sisters would beat up on us. We's like, you know, we like, get back, hold on. They're like, no, well, we got them. Like, yeah. But I want some of that ass over there too.
No,
I ain't pushing you back. I'm just saying. I want that
some of that too.
I want some of that ass over there too. That white boy over there, I looked at him like, and there's a lot of times, and so what I said is, look, I'm gonna create my own organization. I'm gonna go get my own money. I'm gonna pay who I want to pay. I'm gonna send my people, and through my man, bro, we was sending shit all around the world, bro.
Yeah, I seen this shit.
I don't care. You're a street nigga. I'm paying niggas ain't never had no job and they niggas with felonies.
There you go.
I'm here contract 10 grand. I don't care. They like, Tori, you might not want to. I'm like, what? Give me some more then.
Hey,
white folks don't like
That's
it.
real shit,
And then they don't like it because a lot of times I know a brother who can go into the hood, can go get the hood.
Yeah.
I don't need I don't need this kind of Negro to go in. Bro, I know some cats right now that can do the work right now.
Right.
And so a lot of times I think what's happening is that in every generation, we have a fight between doing the same shit that ain't never really got enough black men in the position that we want, right? So every generation, we going to have a Coleman Powell.
Yeah,
we going to have a Clarence Thomas. we going to have a Big Carter. we going to have some of them, right?
Yeah.
Man, but why we ain't building nothing on Dr. Sebi's?
Right.
Why the Nipsey Hustles ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times when you start doing that, you start looking at history in the same way they hit the Panthers. They kill them. But then when you look at around Nipsey, the crazy part is that the person that killed Nipsey was a known paid LAPD informant.
Yeah.
And then the crazier part behind that, the brother that was shot with him, he locked up right now for probation. And a lot of people don't know him.
Yeah.
So we was on the phone with the brothers in LA. He locked up on parole violation.
Shutting them up.
Because he was with a known gang member. But a known gang member was doing more work in the community than the police.
Right.
He was having a meeting with the police
the next day.
A lot of black men is trying to do some phenomenal work. But we just need to be like, hey, look, I'm going to go with KP.
Yeah, man.
We ain't got to do this all the same all the time, but I'm going to roll with him. Now, man, I roll with the organization all the time, but I'm going to roll with him. Right? You're like, well, you know, Tori, you got, well, okay. Well, I'm a different, I'll try not to, I'll give white people 2 meetings a year.
Right.
That's it. Point blank period. Because a lot of times I feel like it's wasting my time. I can find some more black people to figure that out, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of times, man, we just don't come together in a way to say, I disagree with you real, bro.
Yeah, man.
But you know what? I know the city got this contract for you. I'm going to go and get you. Because I have to agree with you to allow you to create your own situation in your scenario, right? You take your own piece of the pie and do your thing over there. Yeah, I don't have to agree with it.
It's real.
It's a whole city.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's real talk.
That's it.
That's
I tell people all the time, look, we're in the 21st world. We good.
Yeah.
Let us do our thing. Just let us figure it out. And me and John brothers. The Autumn brother, I ran his campaign, chief of staff. We argue, debate, because we nigga shut your man. What? He come to almost to blows.
Yeah.
And I be like, all right, man, you work for this church here? Because it ain't that deep.
Because it ain't that deep.
That white boy do you in something terrible.
Something bitch. And you don't say nothing.
I say, man, you know what? I don't agree. All right, man, we just gonna clean up a family park.
Yeah.
Because if we don't do our own thing, who gonna do it?
Yeah.
That's the way I feel.
If we don't create our own schools, who gonna do that? If you ain't got your own school, then a lot of times I be asking the brothers, man, we can argue on Facebook all you want. I tell the brother, argue with me at 7 o'clock in the morning in one of these black elementary schools, watching our young kids into this. You can debate me. Debate me on the street, watching out.
Yeah.
I can debate with you and disagree
as
I watch my young daughters going to the school. Because I know they're safe.
Yep, and they gonna love
Come on, bro.
That's it.
And he's giving them examples of black men.
That's it.
Positive.
That's all.
That's all it is.
That's it, bro. Like what's
gotta
to do?
be goons.
I can disagree with you. I be having kids with goatee, birds. Yeah, they willing to stand out there and be like, yeah, you know what, man, you right. Because when you out here, we can debate about if your mama ain't nothing, if your daddy ain't there, about how you was raised. That don't mean that our kids don't deserve a safe walk back and forth to school.
I'm with you all day, 100%.
Because the mama ratchet don't mean the baby ratchet.
Yeah.
And even if the baby ratchet, the baby deserves some love and some protection.
So we can detox it.
That's it.
Detox it, you know.
You got
to educate these mothers.
They gotta know.
Again, it goes back to teaching the mothers, men, and stop, giving that approval to these ratchet women out here. You know, just like we talk about, the men are kind of thirsty, but
we sick too.
we breeded women. We breeded women to want to be our fantasy. They want to be desired by us. So that ratchet shit is the figments of our imagination. We used to say, my girl got a girlfriend. Now that's the reality.
Yeah.
Of today.
Until your heart get broken, until she leaves with that girlfriend, don't never come back.
And you like,
damn,
fuck, I'm gonna do it.
like, maybe she shouldn't have a girlfriend.
Damn, you mad at the girl like she a whole nigga.
Yeah. Now you like,
we can fight.
Scrub.
We can come together on the same time.
But we gotta understand, like, a lot of this for a man. I ain't no woman. I can't really speak for no woman.
Right.
But as far as a man, I know that a lot of men don't really have a space to learn to fail. I know society don't give us space to fail. If a man fail as a father, he on child support.
It's a rap. Yeah.
If a woman fail,
she got help.
She might get a couple
Give
times.
her some Montana. Let's give her a house.
Or a lot of times you go to you get down on your luck and you want to go get some food stamps. Man, they look at you like you was a robber.
Like, what you talking about? You a food stamp.
You know you're a man, right?
Like, you got kids and you want food stamps, but they don't live with you all the time. And it's like, no, like, I just need a little help. Like,
I need to bounce back
right now, man. I need to bounce back. And I just
bounce back.
So if I'm gonna give me that $200 worth of emergency stamps.
Yeah, right. I think I got something like 91.
Hey, bro, you never had no stamp, dog. That was never, bro. I was homeless. They was like, nigga, you homeless.
You homeless.
Oh, okay. I'm homeless too, man.
Really? You both homeless.
That's how it is, bro. But we gotta start coming to this.
You're right.
We gotta start and say, look. So a lot of times, man, sometimes we just have like little secret men meetings. Man. We just get together, man. Some brothers, man, we go in our pocket, man, put a couple dollars in, and sometimes, a lot of times, man, brother needs us some gas money.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
A lot of times, brother, man, one time, man, we put $500 on this dude gas bill, man. And that kept him from keeping his child, man. Because a lot of times, bro, that brother, he didn't have it. So if his kids would have came over and he had no gas, oh, man, they would have tore that nigga out the frame.
Yeah. And on the flip side, that stopped him from possibly doing something illegal.
Yeah,
When the other thing that happened, that would indefinitely take him out of his kids' life.
Yeah.
That was the next step.
That was the next
natural progression to it.
Because ain't nobody finna let their kids be out here cold.
Now, how do you feel? How do you feel about? Do you think prisoners should be able to vote?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about
Shit.
Mayor Pete that ran?
Yeah, they talking about that shit.
Shit.
If not, they shouldn't pay no taxes either.
Shit.
I mean, they shouldn't be.
Well, black people should be taxes in for you, actually.
Hey,
I mean, the experience of just being black.
Just being black.
Today and yesterday, that's always been my feeling.
Hey, but you know what? You can't. You see, it'd be motherfuckers.
You should be like a walking nonprofit.
Black people should be a walking nonprofit.
If I want something, I'm going to write down a grant, and then you're going to fund it. As long as I got my 12-point plan together, then I'm acting in the right way.
You know what?
You got to teach people
I see it like this too,
business.
Yeah.
Administrative business count. So for us to have infrastructure, we got to learn this game. It's the art of war, y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to learn how to do the infrastructure to where we don't need them. But the desire to just be independent is pseudo-independent when you don't got the fundamentals.
Right.
Gotta get the fundamentals of this shit.
And I think a lot of times what happens, right, is that the people that's in prison,
that's wicked.
bro. But them people was playing free gym basketball, and the NBA kicked off.
Right.
And then they got caught. So a lot of times niggas was selling dope on some old pickup game shit,
man.
And the feds came and they playing NBA ball and they put the NBA numbers on your monkey ass.
That's sweet.
And that's the point. It's like a lot of times, bro, we not prepared for the opportunity.
We never prepared.
And you know what?
Like,
that's what I said.
We'll give you $1 million if you can just show us the plan and give us the people that you give us the people that you got and what you're gonna do implementation. nigga can't do it. Nigga get mad at you when you can't get the money because he don't got the 3 points in place that he needs to do.
Well, how do you think we can go about getting that? Because because we gotta one thing I see, black kids don't see the rules of business. When we go to school, when they go to school, they don't see this is what the business plan is. They see fucking read this or just
like
it's like they want you to dictate and to regurgitate whatever they show you back to them.
Learning, that's memorization.
Yeah, that's hot.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all they want.
Us to indoctrination.
Yeah.
And it's like with the kids today, you still are hearing, I want to be a rapper, I want to be a star, I want to be a basketball player, football player. Until that's not the common answer for our young people, we still haven't been educating them
because they don't know
that's going to
they
make
don't
them.
understand how
as a coach, though, right?
Yeah,
right.
I feel like I can do like I said that to we were sitting in an alumni meeting and something and we was talking about like, oh well, everybody can't play ball. And I was like, okay. And I was like, we got a band. I was like, it's like everybody can't play music. And I said, okay. Well, I just know the top two places, the top two ways black people going to school
athletes
is that ball and that band. So unless you finna invest I said, unless you finna put a whole lab for somebody to be some scientists and some doctors and something, you better put some goddamn footballs and basketballs out there. I don't know what to tell you,
and brother T, I'm glad you said that because
then you're gonna have to invest.
That grew up in that environment. I know that the biggest draws on kids is sports and music. You see what I'm saying? That's why I do it in my part time. Is do that. I make that studio that you're talking about, that lab available to young black kids. Yeah. So we got to start doing that. It is free. And once you get the funding, you can make it available free. But if you're still trying to get that money, what's that job going to kind of, undergird? You're going to still be walking around like, I got to charge you astronomical prices because, I got to survive. And that's what stops the black small business from growing. It's that right there. You're like, damn, I know you black, but goddamn, man.
Damn, I need to eat
a $5 hot dog.
But a lot of times, right, so when you start looking at that, we have to look at our community and say a lot of our most successful businessmen lived on top of their business.
You're right. Yeah, house stores. I live on them.
House stores. And so a lot of times, what we forget is that's a good way to start in your house.
It sure is.
Right. You can sell a lot of shit out. Like, they like, oh, I sell t-shirts. You right. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't buying no house. I ain't buying no building for that. And then you want to pull up on you. What you need?
Yeah.
Because I don't need that overhead.
Yeah, man.
Let me make $1 million, then I can buy me a little building.
Yeah, I know what that gives me the idea. Why don't we come up with something to where it's like a modern design of blocks, like a few blocks, it's strictly for black businesses, right? But it's set up like housing unit, upstairs, storefront. Modern storefront.
So me and John pitched to the city. We was like, look, we need to build a better public housing area. Right? Put
storefront.
But at the bottom of it, put 4 black businesses.
Yeah.
Built in, right? One, you can just put a little laundromat in this thing for cheap. You can wash for like $1, like really cheap. Just to give the people that live there a job. Right? But then you can put like food in there. You can create like an economic incubator.
That's what I was thinking.
Meaning you can get a small business. Because all these Negroes, man, I done seen some of the best seafood plates.
Man,
oh my.
Facebook,
I see them. They had shrimp, lobster, and chicken in his fettuccine.
Are you serious?
I said, you put all, I said, 22 hours.
Shit, I got that. That's a meal you
But imagine putting that brother in the bottom of public housing or in the middle of the hood where he know he can make X amount of dollars. And when he make enough revenue, we as a city, we give him a building.
And move him out.
And get another one in there.
That's how they been doing. They've been having the black coat. I ain't seen the Arab coat.
And it's just like the orders law. And how it's just like the orders law. You can do that in that model as well. to where you can find all those people to move in. A part of the requirement is to give us this business plan. We see that you actually got a legit business, and it becomes a community, and it turns into a mall.
That'd be the business strip. Yeah.
Straight up strip malls, house, strip mall.
Hey, look, when I was in Africa, the whole community is around a mall.
Don't you know? Right.
When you're in Africa, bro, the whole it's a mall, and everybody live around the mall, bro. It ain't nothing. It's like the craziest thing. I went to Zambia. I went to South Africa.
Zambia.
I went to Zambia. I went to Lusaka, which is the capital now. I went to like a little village. It's called Lukulu.
Okay.
And so it's like right on the Great Zambezi River. I was like, I waking up. And I was like, damn, this is Zambezi. You know how you see it? You see it in a book. And you like, man, this is Zambezi. You see it like, nigga, is that a zebra? Like, you walking like this. I'm waking up like, that's a zebra.
Exactly.
Like,
in its natural form. Acting like a real
bro.
Hey, he like, dog, that's a motherfucking zebra, bro.
He ain't all trained lies. You know what I'm saying? We act like one.
Shit, nigga, this ain't Madagascar, nigga. That's a motherfucking real nigga. Motherfucking zebra, nigga.
Saying that shit, I'm like, nigga, that's what's nigga, we driving this nigga. I'm like, nigga, that's a lion, nigga. The lion look like a horse.
Right.
The female lion was like this tall. I was like, then the eyes is like a cat. Like, you know, it's like
the lion shit.
And I was like, shit, like, I was like, oh shit, nigga, this
you feel
this
weak
is real. You feel weak.
You feel weak as hell when you
feel like this nigga. If that nigga felt like we riding in this weak ass Jeep, bouncing shit on this road and shit. We like, oh shit.
Look at y'all, bro.
He's like, brother Tory, do not look at the female lion. Do not stare her down.
That's right.
We are in the Jeep. We cannot go faster than the He will come get you quickly. You see one, you hear 10. You hear one, you see 10. Do not stand.
You ready to get?
I'm trying to look. I'm like this peeking out my eye. Like, nigga, that's a lion, nigga. I done seen a lion. Nigga, when I go back to the hood, I'm gonna tell niggas I seen a lion. But that's how. But look, so look, and then we snuck. I can't lie, bro. You know, I'm on some real ass shit, bro. I'm in Africa, like nigga. I'm free, my nigga. We done took some money over there, bro. Through the organization, nigga, we buying shit, nigga.
That's real.
We buying, bro. We bro, buying. I'm talking about, nigga. I'm talking about we buying. We going into the villages, nigga, buying basketball, t-shirts, nigga. Nigga done bought a goddamn washer and dryer set in the middle of the motherfucker. Niggas buying general. Nigga, I'm kicking off shit, nigga. We buying motherfucking motorboats and shit. I'm like, nigga, the revolution might happen over here, nigga. And I want to be able to come over here, like, remember the nigga that's already washing dryer set, nigga. But that's how, so I was feeling that shit, bro. Them niggas, bro, I'm just playing them drums, and I'm getting off, bro. That's like, I was like, man, being black in America, you feel like you're an orphan.
Yeah, you persecute.
You feel like you're an orphan, like you ain't got no, you don't know, you got a mama and daddy. You don't know where they at.
You don't know where they at.
And they stopped the whole meeting, start beating on them drums, and they said, you Zambian now. I said, what? I said, I'm what?
He said, shit, what?
I'm like, I'm
me?
what?
You got that feeling.
I'm what? I'm about to cry. I'm crying. I felt like Denzel the boy. Came down. I'm like, nigga, I'm Zambian now, nigga.
That's deep, though.
But look, man, and I stayed out there for a week, man. I slept in an abandoned church. I stayed in like a mud hut, bro. You talking about, you 20.
That's like Zaki Baruti shit.
We in a mud hut, bro. I'm like, man, this a whole
mud out of mud.
It's out of mud, bro. I'm going there. I'm like, man, it's hot as hell. I'm like, man, I went in the mud hut, man. It was cool as shit. And I said, how the fuck is it cool?
Mud.
I'm like, how's it cool?
It's like UV rays.
Look, kids, they 7, 8, 9 years old walking past me. It's crocodiles in the Zambezi. They going out there swimming, bringing back fish. I said, man, y'all ain't scared of the fish? They're like, why are you? I want fish. They want fish. We do not bother each other.
All right.
I said, nigga, what?
Hey, I think you missed this story, man.
I said, nigga, let's go get some fish. We out here just grabbing fish. I said, man,
you was grabbing that shit.
We had a bucket. We just swim that shit out. I'm like, I said, nigga, why am I going home?
Yeah. Why did you go back? Right.
That's shit to tell you niggas.
To be able to tell us right now. So we go get this shit cracked.
What happened is you go over there, so like
You went to Wakanda.
and then I went to and I'm going to Zambia. And you get there and they speak English. And I'm like, why y'all speaking English? It's like, that is our natural language. That is, we want you to come back, so we must speak to you. I said, God damn. Huh? You get there and they said, I was like, well, I need a visa. They said, oh, you're black. You're from here. Just give me $50. You can come in and stay as long as you want. I said, what? I'm all like, God damn, right? So we going through the countryside and shit. I'm seeing this shit, man. I'm like, man, they speak English. They love our culture. And they want us to come. I'm talking about like, I went to the middle of the mall. They had this rapper named Wizkid. He's like the
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
famous African rapper, right, in the world. And it's like, they show his videos at the chicken spot in the middle of the mall. And they're playing his music. And so people heard the music, came and danced. They was just eating. And I was like, nigga, I will come over here and have a DJ and shit. And I'll have KP rapping and shit, nigga. I'll rap your order, nigga. And I'll make $1 million over here. And then I would go through Makulu in the rural town in the village. And I would fix that joint up. Because it wasn't nothing, bro. Like, you living over there, man, $22,000, man, can buy you.
Yeah, I know you're right. That money ratio.
4 or 5 million. I'm
like
talking
8 times.
I'm somewhere, bro. Sometime and then we went to South Africa. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I'm in Johannesburg. Oh, 8 down. They got you. They robbed you if you getting 8, bro. I'm talking about we in Johannesburg. It's like, man, your dollar's $12. $1, $12. Yeah. Then at the end of it, that's like, then your dollar was $15, right?
Yeah.
Shit, you like, damn.
Right? So then, look, Pete. So we driving through, and he's like, man, we're going to stop and go through Angola. Okay. We snuck through. You know, we can't indict me now, baby. So fuck you. We went through Angola, and the man was like, he's like, you got some money? Because I was like, yeah. He's like, do you know that your money in the rural town is way more than the city? It's like, how much? He said, $1 US is 500 of our currency.
Whoa!
I said, what you mean? He said, we do not have any currency out here.
Get the fuck.
If you give us $100, we can change a lot of things. He said, the city taxes you. I said, what you mean?
Hey, man, let's come on.
Huh? So I said, what you mean? He said, your dollar in the city is $1 to $25.
I do too.
I have $20 on the
He said, I said, what you mean? I take my $1, they give me 25 of your kwacha or rand or ngumi, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, they have ripped you off. Your dollar is really 500, 300, 400 out here because nothing is here. I went to go buy minutes on my phone. They did not have enough minutes
to give you.
Oh my, $4.
The dude told me, if you buy the minutes, you will buy all the minutes. No one in the
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And then he said, and that would be managed.
That's what bad you mean. You ain't making it back.
He said, so I'm like, man, I was like, no, man, I need like $50, $100 worth of minutes. He was like, you do not need it. Who are you calling? I said, okay. He said, who your mother cannot reach you. Your father does not need you here.
Oh, no.
You are here amongst your people. You know what? I gave him, man, like $10. I said, whoever come in here, man, just go and put some minutes on.
Hell yeah.
When I had no electricity for like 4 or 5 days, and I ain't mind.
Grew up like that. Hey.
I didn't mind just walking. You talking about you walking, man. You just walking forever.
Yeah, forever, right.
Because
the sights. You taking the sights.
I'm like, and then I talked to him, I was like, man, who owned that? I was like, man, on the other side of the river, it's like nothing but land. Like nobody even living on there. I was like, who owned that? He's like, what do you mean? I was like, I want to buy that. Like, I got some black people that put like $10,000. We would buy all of that. He said, why must you buy?
Why must you buy?
It's free.
I said, what do you mean? He said, why must you own anything? That is the American
idea. Yeah, period.
He said, dude, this is everyone's life. If you want a house, put it there.
It's for you. Hey, yo,
Just put it.
Shout out my people, boy.
So
That's what I'm talking about.
it started changing my mind, and so to go from Zambia, which is like free for all, right, to South Africa.
To the Caribbean.
South Africa is like, man, it's like white man heaven, bro. It's like I went to Cape Town. It's like San Francisco on steroids, bro. It's like mountains and shit in the background, bridges and shit. We sitting. I'm eating seafood on the ocean, on the Indian Ocean. Penguin fly down and sit right there. I take a picture. I'm like, goddamn, my life a goddamn screensaver.
Right.
Like I walk to the beach, it's penguins on the beach.
Yeah.
I said, man, Cape Town's so beautiful. I see why white people stole this money.
It took years. Yeah, everything.
This shit was a man. I'm talking about we driving. He said, "Oh, you hungry? Do you want some fruit?" I said, "Yeah." The nigga pulled over and the nigga threw a rock up the goddamn.
My nigga said.
And brought me a bag of figs. I said, he said, "These you eat figs?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "These are the real figs."
Right.
I'm eating them shit. They look like a plum, like a plum or a pear. I'm eating them shit. I'm like, man, that's a real fig, bro. And then you eat them, and they don't taste like nothing that you ever had. You eating an apple from Africa. I'm looking at an orange. Did you know an orange ain't even orange in real life? Did you know vanilla is actually black?
Yeah.
It grows out. It grow out black. I said, man, look, we putting vanilla shavings on shit. I'm like, nigga, this vanilla, but it's black. Bro,
so when a man say like vanilla, do it really like black?
Hey,
that's good.
And that's where we at. And so when I start thinking, I come back here. I say, oh shit, I don't care. Sell all this shit for a dollar. Right? I can't lie. You know, a lot of people don't know that O'Fallon Park in St. Louis is named after a white dude named John O'Fallon, who was a slave owner. O'Fallon Park and all that area over there was a plantation. And so I think a lot of the spiritual and mental chaos that you see in O'Fallon Park is because of that.
You're right, man.
So, you know, John want to rename the park. We want to bring in the black business. I'm like, man, we should have our own Soulard in there. Like we should rip double Dutch. Like I'm serious. I'm talking about like I want to have like an adult water balloon fight.
Like, you know,
I want to have like laser tag in the park at night.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. Like you know, they got especially y'all should they got Forest Park got the African little festivals.
Yeah, and they charging people.
And they charge them motherfuckers
$1,000 to be a vendor.
But why don't you just? Hey, they could just come to O'Fallon.
Yeah, from then in you fuck.
Yeah, I'm already here.
So I'm like, and we was charging people like $40. Come on, man. And so my thing is that a lot of these opportunities, a lot of people, how we know. And KP look, doing Ferguson, bro, people are like, oh, Tori, you doing this and this. I'm like, bro, y'all don't see it. Because what I'm saying is that I'm black, bro. And I got so many black people that need an opportunity. I'm going to exhaust the list.
Yeah.
I'm going to figure out how all of us eat. I was just on the phone with my homeboys that's comedians. I'm like, shit. We can do our own and live in color hair.
So good.
There's so many. Like, I'm on like.
You gotta eat up this shit.
I'm on like. I said, look, man, we should have our own station.
Hey, that's why.
That's real.
We should have this and that and all of this.
All them on the
TV should just be
so we can push our propaganda.
We should have our own like Yo MTV rap.
Yeah, bring it back.
All of that, because I'm saying, bro, it's enough people and it's enough opportunities to eat for all of us to eat. And so a lot of times, what boils down to a black man being a father is money.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah. Being a provider.
And if it comes down to that, will allow me to create the opportunity. So enough black men can be fathers, so it take away that stigma. Yeah. If I give you some money, baby, that ain't really me being a father.
So,
no.
Yeah.
So I'll do you, because I tell people all the time,
I can do you injustice by just giving you some money.
I can give you $800 a month and be making 10 grand somewhere.
Get broke again. Get financially educated.
Yeah.
If you give any black person some money.
Because the baby gonna be saying,
hey, nigga, I gave you $100,000. If a cat is always used to fucking up some money,
yeah, he gonna
just fuck that 100 racks off. And you be like, how did you spend that? It was 2 weeks ago. You
Yep.
Yeah, man. So we gotta
heal the village in order to even start the education.
You're right, though. Yeah, you're right.
And a lot of times we just gotta meet people where they are. It's like, yo, I tell niggas all the time. I met a cat, bro. Niggas say, man, I'm sitting on $250,000 right now. Can't do nothing with it. I said, damn, what you mean? He said, bro, I went to every black business around here and say, I invest in your business.
Where you get that bread from? Yeah, that's a lot.
He said, look, I ain't saying I invest the whole thing. You might be short on your payroll a month. You might need some new equipment to make X. I'm willing to invest in it. I just need to get out. I don't want to be in these streets no more. And me and him went around and we couldn't find our black business that was willing to do that business. But when you go to the south side, them white mobsters, they come on with it.
Shit, come on. I'm taking a bit.
So we really almost in a Bible, biblical way, right? We almost gotta be like a Jeremiah generation where we gotta convince our people that the wilderness that we do not know is more comfortable than the madness and the chaos.
We've been indoctrinated.
Meaning, if this dope boy got some money, hire this dope boy, let him invest into your business, let him get clean, baby.
There's nothing wrong with
that within itself is going to be taking this rap.
Worst case scenario,
you in Stockholm syndrome.
You're going to have a good business.
You got Stockholm syndrome, so people is kind of happy with the situation they got. So until you psychologically shrink, that mindset of, hey man, I'm not going to risk my shit for the comfort of another. Because they don't see the totality of you coming up as me coming up.
But you got to think about when you go to Natural Bridge and Kings Highway, ain't no black businesses there but one, the BP, that's the gas station. Rodney tried to sell it because ain't enough Negroes buying Zuzus and Wham-Whams out of it. Right. So he can't make his money. But then he on that, him and some other people, they on that little strip to the left.
Yeah, on the other side.
So then you go down to Natural Bridge and Union, that's all Arabs and white folk. And so I said, hey, look, I made a post, I said, look, man, we need a black business district, only black people. Nobody else but black people. I said, what you mean? So one of the white people, movement people,
they start getting
into hey, Tory, are you trying to say you're excluding white people from the business district just for black people?
Now y'all can spend your money.
I said, what you mean? I said, they said, it'll be wrong if, it's like we need to be, they're trying to hit me with we're all, I'm working class, socialist,
you can go anywhere and get a fucking loan, dog.
I said, what do you mean? They said, well, you trying to say, he said, if white people ask for all white business district, you'll be mad. I said,
y'all already got it. You got to ask for shit.
I said, if you
already got it.
I said, are you talking about Arsenal and Grand or Natural Bridge and Union?
Or downtown.
The Ballpark Village.
Right.
Yeah.
Man,
all the business.
All that's white folk. That's white owned.
And then when you think about it, dog, it's like they should allow black people to have their own business. Because if they let Asians have their own business, you got a Chinatown, you got a Jewtown, you got all these different cultures and stuff. And then white people like to come and examine, those cultures. But it seems like with black people, they never want to let us be pure. They never want to let us, just do us. It'll even be a
then they can't take from us. If it's just us, they can't take from us.
What black culture is from us. Black people deliver to you goods that you can sell, we can sell, and they purchase, and then they got
ecosystem. They know they know how valuable our culture is.
Yeah, they don't want to let it go.
They don't want exactly. They'd rather feed our folks.
It's not a jealous nigga. They got I can't nobody has.
I turn his whole
I turn it all the way right here.
Yeah,
shoot your brother. Yeah. And everybody.
The thing is, man, enough of us got to be bold enough to say that.
There you go.
And I had to say that this morning in the community meeting. It's like, if the police gonna get $500 million, $500 million, why can't we? They say
we can't get half of that.
Why can't black people get 100 or y'all 500 and y'all just operate on the 400?
Yeah.
And that's just for 1 year. Let's just see. Let's see if we just put businesses up and down West Florissant and Goodfellas.
Shit.
And Page. What might happen?
Man, fuck it. Fix up one who can.
Right.
And so look. But I don't pull no punches, man. You know, people like Jeffrey Boyd, man, they gave out $40 million to developers. And for the city, I said, how you giving out $40 million? And Martin Luther King looked like Siri.
Beirut. Man,
like you can't. Ain't no way you can drive down Martin Luther King until that motherfucking name change. Ain't no business vacant. Ain't no building vacant. But as soon as you go down and Martin Luther King, every business.
That's psychological warfare.
Come on,
the venue. Do y'all remember the venue?
Yeah,
it's for sale right now. The venue is for sale.
Oh, the venue, yeah, that's popular.
And it's been said, man, and then changed name and did all a couple times. Right, but then I looked into it with some investors saying, hey, look to it, let's try to. He said, man, these motherfuckers over here wouldn't even give us no liquor license. I said, damn, we can't get no liquor license, right? I said, no white boys downtown can pull up and get a liquor license like
easy. Hey, we can start up. All right.
I said, damn, and then, but you got a black alderman. You got black political power, quote unquote. And you can't really, and I said, man, my thing is, mate, we need to do everything damn near at the same time. We need to get out the old, we need to get out the people. It's young people that's selling us out. Politicians. I don't care who you are. March with you or not. You need if you ain't doing right, you gotta go. But then you need to replace them with, really, to be honest with you, you need to replace them with Nook Nook and Pookie. Somebody you can hold account.
Right.
Somebody that's still for $38,000, he's still gonna be on that.
They gonna be right there in the hood. They ain't going nowhere.
They ain't going nowhere. Here, man, what you need?
My homeboy Roach
That's what it is. And so you start making them people, the all the woman, all the person, you'll start seeing the change. If you start making those people the state reps and the legislators, you'll start seeing something then.
Because they know what needs to be
If you start running black people in these areas, like the Tower Grove area, part of that's black. When you get to downtown, the Clevestown and them, that's black area. But they got white elected officials. So what I'm saying is, we need to run them people like that. We need to run our own nonprofits. We need to run community programs outside of the nonprofits, where they can't touch. Where in which we just running that thing every which way but look. A couple hundred brothers walking through the community, patrolling it. It'd be some nonprofits giving the services to him, the mental health, the drug addiction, the drug abuse, to get you to stop selling that. Some economic development because your elected official didn't put $100 million on Natural Bridge, Newstead, West Florence, and Taylor, Sarah, Vanderbilt.
And remember, like you were saying, Tori, hitting them on all fronts. I was just in the pen the other day, man. We was at Alabama State Penitentiary, right? We did a resource fair there, and now I can implement some programming in there that's gonna help all them dudes that's about to get out of jail to get all that resource that we're talking about, and we're gonna get it funded. You know what I'm saying? So strictly for that group, man. So utilize that, man. All y'all family that's locked down doing this thing, man, it's something they really interested in. You know how the government is, they probably gonna take it from us. But while I'm in position to say who's getting the benefit, man,
and to go back to your question, so what's the point of having somebody locked up that's a quote unquote citizen of the United States of America who can't vote?
Right.
What fear could you possibly have?
Right.
Other than they might vote you out.
They gonna have the real vote. That's what
they
it
gonna
is.
vote you.
But
see, they say, and Mayor Pete gonna say, no, I don't think those people should be voting. Man, but watch this. When the census come around, they start doing statistics.
They add them,
and they get funded in those white towns for having black minorities.
It's to their advantage.
They will fund their community center.
They judge at the bottom of the barrel. That's really gonna be the reality vote. So that's why they want to suppress that. Because whoever the weakest of society, they really know what the top is about.
Yeah.
Everybody else too comfortable to know. So people in the pen, they can change that vote, man. It's like a block. And they know this shit.
If I had my way, man.
Now it's black people that be trying to get over too, and it's like they try to implement like the school thing when they saying they trying to change how the dress code is in school.
Yeah, so I
was kind of with that.
I was, you know what?
I was kind of with that.
You know what? If I am gonna be with it, I think that the majority of those uniforms should be paid for
if you
by the public school.
Definitely.
And also,
it.
you should be washing their clothes and drying.
No doubt.
Yep.
Especially for them kids that ain't calling no problems.
Exactly.
So at summer, they got a dress code. Ain't no dress code, bro. You walk through there, man.
Exactly.
Nigga might be wearing some True Religion.
Yeah.
See, but what I got from just researching that actual article, dog, it wasn't really like that. It was like that principle was trying to set a standard for the adults.
Yeah.
It goes back to your kids don't do what you say do. They do what they see you do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got hood rats coming into the building with thongs up their ass and see-through leggings, you got niggas coming into the building with their ass out. You know what I'm saying?
Not the island.
Tank tops on stage.
Now, when
whatever
it
it is
come
they
to
do.
that, this is what I was saying.
Don't
earlier.
work fresh. So
Now-
you put out the wrong image. You put out the wrong image.
Now, for us, the image though. Should we be more concerned about the image, or should we be more concerned at the fact that the parents is even there in the first place?
I think so.
You
Look,
know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
the
Like-
behavior
like,
is what you're talking about.
Explain what you saying.
Meaning like, now you might have Ray coming here. He might not look professional or whatever, but he coming here for his son.
That's
know what I'm
to be
saying?
applauded. That's to be
You know what I'm
applauded.
saying? Now that's
But
what I was
you
saying.
still got to hold accountability there. You know what I'm saying?
But say,
Because if you got your kid in a school that you seen is on that excellent curriculum, then you would already know that you got to be an example of the excellence that school is practicing.
my only pushback to
That's a
that,
private
KP,
school. It seems like
my
they
only
got some
pushback to that,
shit
KP,
going on.
is when you go through rural,
Mhm.
the rural South, white people who work for themselves wear whatever the hell they want.
That's what I was going to say. That's what I was saying.
And so you might,
But it looks better. We better than
yeah, but see,
you know what I'm saying? We
look
got
better, but look
But
better.
they
for
don't
who?
right. But they don't have rules.
Because
They're not getting rules and regulated by
because you tell but you tell that sister who just woke up that she got to take that bonnet off. She might run 4 or 5 daycares and she might be tired.
Yeah.
That's real.
She might make more than the goddamn principal.
That's real.
But she just might be tired. She said, God damn it, Craig, get your ass. If I come in here one more, you know what? I'm getting your ass in school.
I mean, I think that's still relative to perception.
And see, look,
what your social status is. Because I know women for real that got kids and got all these responsibilities, but they ain't gonna fucking leave the house with a bunny. Because personally, to me, it looks like you shoplifting. When you walking around, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You look like you shoplifting.
You got a girl about
Like you finna put pork steak.
About a moo you or a moo with no drawers on. You know what I'm saying? Some women can do some real crazy shit, and then they got these bars down piercings going through the nipples. That's very distracting. So if my mama was like that, I would be fucking mortified. I'd be
You know
mad
what?
as hell.
So
my
look,
mama came out with no flag.
but you know what? My first point of engagement with you ain't gonna be what you got on.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Cause so look, I went to the alumni association. I'm like, hey, look, man, we got money in the bank.
Yeah.
Let's do raffles, right? So we got low parent teaching. Parents come to the parent teacher conference. Right. Low parent participation. Right. Let's raffle off 4 times a semester. We have $100 in a pot. You raffle off, and we put that towards your utility bill. Right. And they said, "What you mean?" I said, "Just put, a couple $100 to the side. All the parents that come, put your name in here. We raffle it off. After we get done with the meeting, we'll put some on your gas bill, your electric bill. I bet you." Her participation be up.
Hey, my bill, I'm coming. Wait, I need you to give us that bill back.
Well, they'll be coming for the wrong reason. I say, look, I don't care how you get there.
Just get
there.
If you
can. Because you might get something out of it.
Now listen.
That's very true.
Because I
seen too though that a principal, because of the dress code in the school, a kid had design kind of like you see in my hair right now.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
couldn't
saying?
come in with.
You know what I'm saying?
My son.
Yeah.
They was like, hey, bro,
they
tell
him,
hey man, you getting a little. Cause my son, he one of them artsy kind of, he like to draw. So he was like, I want to put, and I was like, I don't care. I'm like, nigga, I'm like, it's her. And it's going back. In 10 days, you won't even know what it is.
Right.
Yep.
And so that's, hold on, you want to try to, and I was like, hey, look, it's her. Yeah, I was like, if you're finna start tripping over her, then
like, you want something?
it's probably not, I'm like, it's probably not the place for my son.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Because it's him.
You gotta have something.
Because a lot of times, if you in a uniform, the only expression you got is your hair.
Yeah, that's it.
That's
it.
You know,
I ain't gonna lie. It's her
sister might come in
or your motherfucking shoe.
or with some blonde gray streaks in the goddamn dreads if she won't, because that's the only expression. But see, a lot of times I feel like we taking the expression out of our kids, try to cookie cut them into what society wants. But a lot of our kids, there's a little girl, she wrote a poem, man. One of them girls, you know, elementary girls, you look at her and say, oh, baby, bless your heart. She ain't doing too much reading, writing, talking. She don't do nothing. She might cuss you. She got bitch hold down. She got this shit down pat. She wrote a goddamn poem. And she said, what about our people? Our people who come before us. Those who struggle. Those who struggle to open up the door. Those who could not get through the door, so they held the door for those who were running but could not make the struggle. I said, this little 8-year-old girl wrote a goddamn poem, and you would have never thought her mind was. And she looked at the teacher looked back, and she looked at me, and we all looked at each other. I said, read that. She said, read that. I said, and the teacher's like, hold on now. Do it make sense? Is it rhyming? Because you got like an onomatopoeia, it got to rhyme and write it. She said, read it. Like, huh? Read that thing. And we read it, and we looked at each other. I said, this little sister got something. But you know what? You have, but if you take away their creativity and their language, like Nipsey said, he said, the kid a genius, he just don't have no platforms to explain it. He said, giving a real nigga some reparations for I run up in your bank just for recreation.
Hey,
man, that was some
because what else I got, baby? Right. I'm trying to show you I done wrote this poem, teacher, and sir, they coming to the school from time to time. I done wrote the poem. I'm with what you doing. It'd be amazing. I coach, and kids be like, hey, dog, hey, man, you the dude that be protesting. I was like, what you mean? I was like, what you mean? I be trying to
let's see how they.
I'm like, what you mean? He was like, man, one dude, and one time I was walking to the school, dude said, man, I was out there with you. I was like, what? I'm like, bro, how old are you? He's like, it don't matter. He's like, I was out there, bro. And I was like, what you mean? He's like, man, I was out there, bro. And he's like, I remember this. He was start telling me shit. I forgot. I was like, damn, bro. He's like, man, I'm with you. Man, and I think a lot of times the district don't really want me around. Because first game I was there, kids start kneeling and shit. I ain't tell them kids to kneel. They start kneeling. I'm like, hey, I'm not looking at them.
He's doing it again. He's doing it again.
Dang it, ain't gonna get me out of here. And they was like, yeah, sir, you gotta go.
Your views can.
They're like, you gotta go. I'm like, well, I didn't say nothing to these kids. Yeah. Man, I start helping them kids, man, in the hood. Going, bro, I'm talking about, man, like, bro, I got some kids, man. No lights, no water, no gas at the house. They come to the crib. Kids like, man, kid be like, oh, coach, man, I can't sweat too much today. I'm like, well, he's like, man, I got no water. I'm bringing hygiene packs to the school. That's right. Well, I'm bringing scholarships to the school. I'm raising tens of thousands of dollars for the school.
You still doing it?
But they ain't going, so they don't even let me up in the school. So I got the school I love. I can't even go to the school. Because them people, conscious or not really conscious. No, that's not for this summer. Well, I went to summer, so a lot of it's like, for me, it's like, damn, like, don't nobody even care about these kids.
That's what it seemed like to me too.
So if you don't care, let the niggas that care come in and do something.
No, because then you ain't gotta get paid.
And I told them, they want to be. I'm coming in for free. Don't pay me on your coaching staff. I don't want to get paid to no bitch. None of that, bro. Like they got mad at me because I said, look, man, I got more black books at my house than y'all got in y'all library. You want me to bring you some books? They looked at me like I was trying to be funny. I said, man, these kids go home. A lot of these kids in public school don't have nothing. So a lot of times when they see me, they adversarial. Now, what you mean? After that, bro, that break down.
Book your God, cuz.
Bro, same cats a month later. Be crying. They give me a hug. They be crying or they be like, oh, all right, man, chill out. Chill out, coach. We be hooping and you probably because a lot of them, man.
That's it, man.
No, one of my players, man. He said, man, I ain't seen my daddy in years. I said, what you mean? You know, he's like, man, I ain't seen my pops in years. I said, man, I said, till your daddy come home, man, you mind come to my crib whenever you want. All this, bro, he come to the game. He come to my house. He playing my little son, 9, 10. They playing the game together. We chilling. I'm taking these.
Be more loyal to you than you biological. Just from
I'm taking them. We ain't got no weight room or something. I'm taking these kids to other places to a weight room. So they like, damn, that's a real weight room. They come to the crib, taking a shower, sweating. You know what I'm saying? Like they feeling good. They come home. We go eat. We eating lasagna. We eating as a family. There's like 8 niggas around the table. 4 of them niggas ain't mine. And I'm feeding. And these some big 300-pound guys.
That's what we got to do.
But see, the thing is, though,
to other people.
But until the community say, oh, that's the norm. I don't care what happened. KP got to be in my school.
Exactly.
Until that happens, right. we going to always be boxed down. Because unfortunately, I don't agree with the teachers. Like I said, I'm never going to bang them. I just think that you're a piss poor teacher. Because I don't think you care enough. Right? And so I start banging with the district. And they was like, bro, you got to go. And I was like, well, I'm just going to make y'all famous for putting people out there care. And that's what I did.
That should have been in the PR. That one.
Yeah.
You can't.
Look, we're going to...
No, bro. And then I brought in NPR. I started getting the Essence magazine. I started getting...
You started having them...
Because I started using my movement reach.
That's right.
To be like, look what they doing down here. Yeah. So we start talking about smoke.
Yeah.
You know, they was talking about, there was a brother and another coaching staff, not at our school. Right. And they was back on child support. It's like, no, can't let them coach no more. I said, man, I said, what you mean? I said, why? I said, in the city or the county in St. Louis, Kim Gordon and Wesley Bell, you can't go to jail for child support no more. I said, that was our main work, focus on the prosecutor. You ain't going to jail for that no more. Because that man ain't got enough money in the state eyes. He can't coach somebody. All right, well, who going to replace him? I said, no, don't fire him till you found the backup. And they said, like, no. I'm like, man, look, man. Y'all gonna have to figure that thing out. If not, there's gonna be a shortage of black men in the school. We already have a shortage of black teachers, black men teachers. Black coach, you gonna take all the black people out?
And that's the thing. Most black men, when they come in for the interview and interview for the job, they already get stereotypes. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So they are automatically come to the last. They ain't automatically drop to the bottom of the list. You know what I'm saying? Like there's probably some good black male teachers out here. I done met a lot. I know some. To me, they the best. But they rare. They come rare, man. Like
or they say, that's a real black man. Go get him out.
Yeah. He too black.
Yeah, too black. Yeah. Too dumb.
Or he too man. Too much of a man.
Yeah.
That's a man. Yeah. Get on, go and send him home.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. Hey, I know we've been going for a minute, man, but I definitely gotta have y'all back again at some point in time, man. KP, Tori, we definitely love y'all and appreciate y'all, man. Is there anything y'all would want to let people know what organization or what type of thing they need to look forward to as far as informing the people with you?
So for me, I'm a mission director of an organization called the IBFA. It's the International Black Freedom Alliance. You can go to theIBFA.org. You can find out everything that we do. Like you said, the Books and Breakfast program. We do gardens. Hey, we got a garden. We support this garden. We do freedom schools. And actually, for the 5-year anniversary for the killing and the Ferguson rebellion, we actually doing a Black Liberation Conference. So we actually want to be strategic. So we want to march and protest, but we want to bring a little substance to that weekend, and we want to build a platform for Black people to work off of for the next 5 years. And so what you're gonna have at the conference, you're gonna have Ferguson protesters that been through it and seen some stuff you ain't never seen in your life. We're gonna have some Black Panthers. We're gonna have some people from Move. We're gonna have some people from Africa, Australia. So we just want to build a conference so we can all, as Black people, talk about solutions, and then we can go to work on it. So that's me. So it's IBFA.org.
Okay, KP.
And basically, you know what I do, man. I'm out here trying to save lives every day, man. Brothers, if you're looking for an opportunity to get your life back on track, holler at me. I got Save Our Sons. We actually about to do a work fair that's going on Monday on the 29th of April from 11 o'clock to 3 p.m. Also got inroads to Amazon warehouse. You know, all the union jobs, man. A lot of brothers, they got felonies. You know, you got to be reinventive. You got to be a renaissance man and change up your hustle and get some of these credentials where you can get into the unions and learn how to build. You know, so it ain't always about you having a felony. You just got to pursue yourself. And I want to leave you with 3 things that you must have: it's talent, education, and determination. You know, without
say the 3 things again:
talent, education, and determination. But the most important is determination, because that's the vehicle for both of those. And without it, you ain't got nothing happening. So more power to all these brothers on that panel, man. It's been an honor to be here.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate it, man. See y'all again, man. Like, share, subscribe.
MPV.
You know. MPV, we out.
Northside.